Hi there, wonderful people. It's Aria Pampa here, and today I wanted to cover dealing with client technical requirements when doing voiceover. Okay, so I've got a student here who is on one of my courses, and she asked, um, she's got a few requirements that the client asked of her, and she's not sure how to deal with them, so I'm going to explain what they are. Um, so first, let's start with a few things. The sample rate. In Audacity, it's called the project rate, and you can just easily change that by coming down here to project rate, click on that, and choose the appropriate one. It can either be expressed as 48,000 hertz or 48 kHz or kilohertz. So just select 48 there, and you need to do that before you start your recording. Next, we want to make sure that we're recording in mono, so you come here to this bit here where it says mono and stereo, choose mono. Then choose the right microphone. Make sure you're recording from a correct microphone. Right now I'm using the Rode Wireless Go-To microphone, which is fine. But you would be using a normal condenser mic when you come to do your voiceovers. Okay, then next there's talk about wave uncompressed files. There's talk about background noise. We're going to deal with that in a bit. Some of these will happen when it comes to the saving of the file. But if I skip down to clipping and plosives, plosives are the sounds that come when you say harsh P's and B's directly into the microphone. Let me demonstrate. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. In doing this, I'm sure you'd have heard gusts of wind going into the microphone. Now that's unpleasant to the ear, so you want to avoid that by using a pop filter in front of your microphone. Okay, clipping is when you do a recording and it is going beyond this point here. So going beyond 0 in this case, or in the recording, it would be above minus 1 basically. So you want to be conscious of that. Okay, so let's do a bit of recording so I can show you these things. So let's record something. Hello, my name is Aura and I am recording this tutorial for you. Enjoy! Okay, great. So we've recorded that. But now there's a tool within Audacity called ACX Check. You actually have to get this plugin separately, but the ACX Check is pretty good because it matches the requirements for ACX, which is Audible Exchange. Don't worry if you don't know too much about it right now. We can cover that in another video. But basically what that tool does is that it just checks things like the noise level, the RMS level, and the peak level. So we can compare what we have here to the notes from the client. The client requested for, let's see, so peak level between -3 and -6. This is -17.79. That's way too low. Then SNR is signal to noise ratio. It says greater than 50 dB. We'll leave that for now. Then the RMS level. It said between -17 and -21. Here it's -33.97, so that's too quiet. We need to change that. So let's get into it. The noise floor as well, it seems fine. It's a pass here. We may have to vary it later if the noise floor becomes too loud when we increase the RMS level. So first of all, let's start with the RMS. RMS is a measure of loudness. Within Audacity, there is a plugin or an effect which is already inbuilt called loudness normalization. If you click on that, you can then change the loudness. Now, when you come in, it's a bug within Audacity. You have to come in and click on RMS again for that to change so you can see dB. Now, I would set mine, set anything between -17 and -21. I'll set mine to -20.5. So it's -21 is like so if I make it like -17, it'd be really, really loud. -21 is less loud. So I just wanted it to be just within the range. Okay, so now you can see the clip has increased, which is good. Now we're going to do the ACX check again just to see what we're working with. So now, okay, it seems like it's passed for the RMS level. The peak level is -4.33, which is good. It's within the range. Then the noise floor is, so that's background noise. It says less than -65, -70 dB preferred. Here we have -70.92, so we're good on that. I think, yeah, we're good. We're good to go on this. If I play it back, here's what it sounds like. Oh, I need to change the sound so you can actually hear it. Hello, my name is Aura and I am recording this tutorial for you. Enjoy! One more thing to mention, let's say the volume of the track, let's say the noise level in the track was high. I know we checked in the using ACX Check, and we saw that it was within the range that was required. But imagine it wasn't, right? Imagine this was maybe minus 50, for example. What could you do about it? Well, what you would do is something called noise reduction. So the first thing you need to do is select a part of the track that doesn't have any speaking. So you can tell the ones where you're speaking or your voice is by the size of the waveform. I'm going to select this area, but this area has a bit of some clicking noise in there. So I'm going to delete that clicking noise. I'll play it for you so you can hear it first. Okay, so we don't want that sound in there. So let's delete that. It's immaterial to the recording. Okay, so now that we have that, we can select an area that's quiet. Let's play it. Okay, so that's pretty quiet. Then you can go into Effect, Noise Reduction. The first thing you need to do is get the noise profile. That's why we're selecting the part that just has the noise and not any speaking. We'll do that. We'll click Get Noise Profile. Now we need to select the whole track by clicking Select here, and then Effect, Noise Reduction again. And this time we're going to apply it to the whole track. Now, before we do it, what you can then do is click on Preview, so you can hear what it would sound like without with the noise reduced, rather. Hello, my name is Aura, and I am recording this tutorial for you. Enjoy! Okay, so that's what it sounds like with it. Now, you can see what the residue is, so what it sounds like, what the actual noise it's taking out is. So there's a bit of the voice being taken off there, but it's still okay. So we can do that. I tend to leave these settings as they are. You can change them and try and see what works for you. Once you have that, just press OK. Notice there will be some changes, a little bit of a change to the waveform. Okay, it wasn't actually very noticeable. So, but now if we play it, the sound would be a bit different. Hello, my name is Aura, and so it's just reduced the noise floor just a little bit. But because it was so low to start with, you can't really see the difference. Let's go into ACX Check though and see what the difference is. So before, remember, it was about minus 70 point something. Now it's minus 81, so it's reduced it even further. And that's how you just reduce the noise in the track. Okay, great. So now that we have our recording done, we're going to take care of a few more things. The next thing we want to take care of is, let's imagine, first of all, there is no clipping, because you would know clipping because the sound would be above or touching the 1 or -1 mark. Let me demonstrate what a clipping file could look like. So if I changed the RMS to this one, the loudness. Let's say we change that to an incredibly high rate, which is not what we should do, but let me just show you what it would look like. So if I put -10 in there, okay, so these parts of the file are clipping. Let me play it and so you hear what it sounds like. Hello, my name is Aura, and I am recording this tutorial for you. Enjoy! Okay, so you can see that when it gets to the really high notes, it doesn't sound very good. So we're going to undo that. So we've just undone that, which is good. I press Control Z or Command Z on a computer on a PC to undo that. But anyway, moving on. If we then want to deal with these things. So 24-bit, making sure it's a WAV file. Plosives are this harsh P's and B's. We can listen to see if there are any harsh ones. I don't think there are. If there are, we'd have to re-record the section of the track again. But let's play it. Hello, my name is Aura, and I am recording this tutorial for you. Enjoy! Yeah, well, we didn't have any harsh P's and B's, so that was fine. Okay, so now let's export this file. So what I tend to do is I do export multiple, so that if I'm ever exporting more than one file, it'll export them as separate files as opposed to mashing them up together, which is what would happen if I used any of the other ones. But you could equally just use export as WAV as well. Anyway, I go to export multiple. Here you can change a few settings which are very important. So let's have a look. So the client said they wanted 24-bit WAV, right? So first of all, we need to change the format here to WAV. So formats, change that to WAV. Fantastic. Now you can see the encoding, there's 16-bit. We're going to change that to 24-bit to match what the client requested over here. I think that's all we need to do in terms of setting this up. And then we need to choose the folder where we're going to save it. I'm happy with this folder. If you wanted to change the folder, you just come here and click on choose. then click on export. You could add other things. For example, I could change the track name. This would only change the track name within the file, not the global file name. So you'd have to change the global file name if you wanted to do that. So here I'm just going to say, what am I going to call it? I don't know, sample track. Okay, it's got my name there. I like to put the year, but that's not necessary. And then just press OK. And then once you're done, it tells you where it saved the file. And then you can go in and go listen to it. But yeah, that's it. And so that is us meeting the client requirements. Let me know if you have any other questions. I know I did this video pretty fast. I wanted to get through all the content as quick as possible. Let me know if this was helpful to you. All right, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.